Show with Andy Aubrey. Tonight's guests include musician and author Mr.Seley, the worldwide phenomenon known as the Candy Band, and comedian Mike Green. And now, Andy Aubrey.
Thank you. How's everybody feel tonight? Great. Good. Glad to hear that. Well, I want to start out on an upbeat note. How about those Detroit Lions, huh? I agree. And, you know, I've been a season ticket holder since 1988. And coincidentally, it's about the same time I started seeing a psychologist. And I don't know if there's a correlation there or not, but I think we need to try like a class action lawsuit or something's got to give because I want some money back. I want it back now. You know how many Detroit Lions it takes to win the Super Bowl? Too many. No. No one knows, and we may never find out. And of course, what you call a Detroit Lion wearing a Super Bowl ring? A thief. Yes, absolutely. So, but, well, how about Christmas? Christmas is coming up, and I love Christmas. Oh, let's see. We don't really refer to it as Christmas in our house, so we don't want to offend anyone, of course. We go with Hanarama Kwanzmas to just kind of get everybody included. And I don't know. I can't find the card yet at Hallmark, but they better start printing because I think that's going to take off. But when I was young, I asked my mom for a dog for Christmas, and she said, no, you're going to eat turkey like the rest of us. So, kind of disappointing. But I did go shopping for my wife recently, and went to a store, and the lady brought up a gold necklace, and it was $200. It was nice, I said, but that's a little too much. So she brought some perfume, also very nice, $100. I said, you know, I'd like to see something cheap. So she brought me a mirror. I was a little offended by that. But anyways, we have a great show for you tonight. We have lots of music, first of all, and lots of music for kids. So I think you're going to enjoy it. We've got Tom Seley. He's going to be out here to sing and play for you. And we also have the one and only Candy Band. World famous, I think. Did I get that right? Yes. I think, okay, good. All right. And also, comedian Mike Green will be here to entertain us. And with that, I am going to turn it over to the one and only Leland Abernathy, who has some Royal Oak announcements for us. Leland, take it away. Thank you, Leland. And to my right, I have Mr. Tom Seley. Let's give him a round of applause. Tom, you are here promoting reading, but you have your own style of doing so. And tell us a little bit about your background and how you got your project underway here.
Well, I've always been a musician, and after I started teaching, I decided to merge those two interests, and I started writing songs for kids. And after a while, I had so many, I thought I'd put out a CD. And my favorite song out of them all, well, my favorite title was Eat Your Books and Read Your Vegetables, so that's why I named the CD.
Okay. Eat your books and read your vegetables. And I am going to show that CD right here, if we can get a close-up shot of it. And a really snappy picture of you on the back, too. Go with that. Now, you are a teacher by day, correct?
Yeah.
And where is that?
I teach at Covington in Birmingham, Michigan.
Okay. But that's not the only place you've taught, right?
Yeah. Before that, I taught in Detroit, and before that, I taught in Osaka, Japan.
Wow. How did that come about?
I just decided that after school, I wanted to broaden my experience, so I went to Japan. It was awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
And how long were you there?
I was there for 2 years.
Okay. And how did you deal with the language difficulties?
Well, I got a book about learning Japanese, and I read it on the plane.
Okay. Okay. Did you turn Japanese? Turning Japanese?
No,
really
no, but I ate a lot of ramen, though, because actually where I lived was Kawanishi, which is really close to Ikeda, which is where ramen noodles were invented.
Very interesting. You didn't know that was going to come up tonight, did you? Okay, let's talk a little bit about the CD then. First of all, what are the best vegetables to read?
Well, the red ones, obviously.
Okay.
I mean, Beets are often red. There's a number of other red peppers.
I got it. Okay. And you also, you had a fish named Rufus, right?
Yeah, I
and
did.
There's a bit of a tragedy there. Would you care to fill us in?
Well, I came home from teaching one day, and his aquarium was empty, and he had run away. And well, I don't really blame him. I mean, it was a pretty small aquarium, but I just hope he's happy now in Miami or Lake Superior or wherever he chose to run off to.
Huh. Well, what's the description of this fish in case we see him?
Thanks for asking.
You know.
In case you're out there, Rufus, just please come back. We have a fish bowl waiting for you on the counter and a half full thing of fish food that's not too far past its expiration date. And if anybody else sees him, it's a blue beta, about, I don't know, 3 inches long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And were his surroundings adequate before he left? Did you question that at all?
Not at the time, but I question myself every day.
You do?
Since then, yeah.
Man, that's rough. I really feel for you there. But I feel worse for Rufus, especially if he's out there in this snow on this night.
He's a smart fish, though.
Really?
You know, he'd have to be to run away, so I think he went somewhere warm.
I hope he's in Florida for his sake. Okay, now you're a teacher, and this CD is geared towards what group of child?
It's geared towards kids 7 to 12, kids that are have graduated beyond Rafi. You know, they're ready for the next thing, but they don't really want to listen to the stuff on the radio yet. So it's right in the middle there.
Right.
Right, 3rd and 4th grade.
Because having a 6-year-old, I know that Barney is pretty passé at this point.
It gets pretty old.
Sesame Street and all that. So, but we're not quite ready for Metallica. Although my 6-year-old does like a couple Metallica songs, and a couple other songs on this. Any other stories you want to relate to us?
Well, one of the songs on there is really useful. A lot of my kids are, students. They ask me, how can I get my parents to give me a dog? And so I always recommend, there are a couple steps you take. First, you wait till your mom or dad comes home really happy, like when they're whistling, and they come in the house, super happy, maybe even skipping when they come in the house. And then you make dinner for them, and then after dinner you sing the second, is it the second song? Off the CD, it's called You're So Wonderful, You Should Live in a Castle. And after your parents have reached the top level of happiness, then you spring the question on them for the dog.
Mm-hmm. And that goes down to Best Friend, the dog song. Is that related at all? That
song's actually really funny. My best friend, we were in a class in 4th grade together, and we met. His name's Kevin, and he did the CD and stuff like. He did the website, I mean. And anyways, I figured if I'm writing a kids album, I should have a best friend song. And I thought, what do Kevin and I have in common? Well, we're both allergic to dogs. Okay. So the song's sort of about how dogs are a man's best friend, but real human friends are just a little bit better sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that. Okay. Now, did you see the movie School of Rock?
I think, yes, I have.
You should have. If you wouldn't, we're going to go rent that tonight.
All right.
Because that seems like you should.
After the show.
Yeah. And that's you. You're Jack Black.
Really?
Although, maybe you don't weigh as much as Jack Black, so that's...
You'd be surprised.
Actually, okay. Now, you have a website, too.
Yep.
Right? And that is?
MrSeley.com.
Okay.
And you can check out a bunch of the songs there, and they have CDs and shirts and mugs and stuff like that.
Cool. Very good. Now, where do you play, though, mostly?
I play a lot of libraries in the area. I just played at the Detroit Institute of Art 2 or 3 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. And, yeah, play a lot of libraries.
Okay. Okay, well, that sounds good. And, well, I'm fascinated by it. It's a great project. I can't wait to listen to it and pass this, the good word of reading vegetables and eating books to my kids as well. And why is the grass so green is the question posed on this CD. And do you have an answer for that?
Well, it's sort of scientific. It's because the photosynthesis is caused by chlorophyll.
Okay.
And chlorophyll absorbs all the different light colors in the light spectrum except for green. So green reflects back into your eyes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You obviously haven't seen my lawn then. It's kind of brown and yellow and black in parts. It's not good. I got to work on that, actually. Now, you are going to be playing for us later,
Yeah,
I
I'll play a
believe.
couple songs.
Okay, and what are we going to hear from you?
Well, I'm going to start off with My Fish Ran Away.
Okay.
So you can hear the full story.
Right. Rufus, and I'm still not over that, by the way. I'm very concerned
It's
for
tough,
Rufus.
yeah.
And it's your fish. You should be the one who's totally
Well,
broken
one
up.
of my students recently, for my birthday a couple months ago, gave me another blue beta, who
Okay.
I named Rufus Jr.,
Okay.
who sort of fills that hole in my heart for now.
That hole in your heart, and it's got to be very deep and cuts like a knife, I'm sure. It's going to be good stuff, and I believe we've got just one more minute. I want to go back to the Japan thing for a second,
Okay.
because I'm so fascinated by the fact that you just picked up. Were you married at the time, had kids, or any of that, or were you?
No, I just graduated from college. I thought it'd be awesome, and it was.
It really was.
It was cool, yeah.
It sounds very, very crowded over there.
Yeah. They don't have a lot of space, so they build vertically. So,
Yeah.
there's a lot of skyscrapers. Yeah, you ride a lot of elevators.
Mm-hmm. And would you go back?
Oh, definitely, in a split second, yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and you probably made some friends that you still stay in touch
Yeah,
with? or-
definitely.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
definitely.
Can you get a hamburger over there, though?
Yeah, in fact, to close this out, I was a little homesick. I didn't even realize it, but every day after work, I was going to McDonald's, and I would order about 5 of those little cheeseburgers. And then one day during a lesson, because I taught conversational English, one of my students asked me how many cheeseburgers I ate in the last month. And I was counting on my fingers, and I realized if I'd eaten 5 a day, 5 days a week for 4 weeks, that I ate 100 cheeseburgers in the last month. And yeah, that's when I knew I needed to stop.
Mix in a little sushi, okay? It's healthier, I think. And do they even eat sushi over there?
Oh, yeah, tons of it.
Good.
For Thanksgiving,
There's
as a
a
matter
relief.
of fact.
I hate to think I'm putting up with that and trying to be urbane and finding out that this is just a big scam. All right. With that, I think we're going to wrap this portion of our interview up, but we're going to hear you play when we come back, and we look forward to that. His name is Tom Seley, and I urge all of you to check out the website and pick up his CD, Eat Your Books and Read Your Vegetables. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tom Seley. Welcome back to the Royal Oak Show, and now for your listening pleasure, from his new CD, Eat Your Books and Read Your Vegetables, please welcome Mr. Seley.
My fish ran away. My fish ran away. Rufus and I were the best of friends. I fed him every day. My fish ran away. My fish ran away. Rufus and I were the best of friends. I fed him every day. Living alone had me searching for a border. So I bought him at the pet store for $3.25. And I walked out the shop on a bright and shiny summer morning. But then he left me on a cold dark day without warning. Well, take warning. My fish ran away. My fish ran away. Rufus and I were the best of friends. I fed him every day. My fish ran away. My fish ran away. Rufus and I were the best of friends. I fed him every day. I don't even know why he wanted to go. I gave him everything that old fish could want. He even told me so. We used to talk over breakfast and talk a little more over lunch. We used to chew the fat, chitter-chat, talk about this and that and such and such. Oh, it's too much. My fish ran away. My fish ran away. Rufus and I were the best of friends. I fed him every day. My fish ran away. My fish ran away. Rufus and I were the best of friends. I fed him every day. All right, this next one's called Eat Your Books and Read Your Vegetables. They say that a good book will rot your brains. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's television and video games. They say that ice cream and cake will make me grow up so big and strong. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, I got to eat fruits and vegetables all day long. Everybody now. I am so clearly confused. But when I get like this, there's a snappy little jingle that I like to use. It goes, eat your books and read your vegetables. Take my advice if you wanna be respectable. Pick your nose and never do your chores. Wait a minute now, there's a little bit more. You gotta study really hard for your video games. Call your little brother all kinds of names. Oh, that's not right. They said I should stay inside and never go out to play. Wait a minute. If I stay inside all day, my muscles will waste away. They tell me I should pick out my friends about as often as I can. Wait a minute. If I pick out my friends, they'll probably leave and not come back again. Everybody now. I am so clearly confused. But when I get like this, there's a snappy little jingle that I like to use. It goes, eat your books and read your vegetables. Take my advice if you wanna be respectable. Pick your nose and never do your chores. Wait a minute now, there's a little bit more. You gotta study really hard for your video games. Call your little brother all kinds of names. Oh, that's not right. Oh man, I really made a mess of things this time. I'm sure if I concentrate, all the words will just fall in line. I just say everything I know, and I'm sure it'll turn out fine. That's the ticket. If everybody could help out, we're all gonna count down from 9. Here we go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Read your books and eat your vegetables. Take my advice if you wanna be respectable. Do your chores and never pick your nose. Yeah, I got it now, I know that's how it goes. Study really hard, cause school's not a game. And never call your brother any kind of names. Yeah, I think we got it that time. Read your books and eat your vegetables. Take my advice if you wanna be respectable. Do your chores and never pick your nose. Yeah, I got it now, I know that's how it goes. Study really hard, cause school's not a game. Never call your brother any kind of names. All right, and I have a third one for you. It's a little bit of a rocker, so let's do this one together. You can scratch your own back, and you don't have fleas. You stand up in my defense when they make fun of me. You can brush your own teeth. You don't bark a lot. You don't have a crazy name like Bingo, Fido, or Spot. They said that dogs are good and dogs are nice, but they never spoke up and gave me good advice. You can take up for walks and there's tricks they can do, but I would rather hang out with you. I said dog is a man's best friend, but my best friend is you. I said dog is a man's best friend, but my best friend is you. Oh yeah, now my best friend is you. When you fall, it's always nice to have a friend. Be there when you hit the ground, pick you back up again. Look, when my car broke down, I knew all I had to do was call your phone, and my best friend was a Labradoodle. I would have had to hoof it on home alone, because dogs are good and dogs are nice. They never spoke up and gave me good advice. You can take up for walks, some tricks they can do, but I would rather hang out with you. I said dog is a man's best friend, my best friend is you. I said dog is a man's best friend, my best best friend is you. Oh yeah, now my best friend is you. You can roll over once, but you don't play dead. You have all kinds of brains and thoughts that's all rolling around in your head. We had the funniest conversations, laughing all day long. And I thought about just saying it, but it sounds better in a song. And if you like it, you can sing along. Because dogs are good and dogs are nice, but they never spoke up and gave me good advice. You can take her for walks, there's tricks they can do, but I would rather hang out with you. I said dog is a man's best friend, my best friend is you. I said dog is a man's best friend, but my best friend is you. Oh yeah, my best friend is you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, and welcome back to the Royal Oak Show. I have with me now, seated to my right, and for your listening and viewing pleasure, the worldwide phenomenon known as the Candy Band. Here they are. Ladies, yes, don't all clap at once. Hey, there they are. The Candy Band. Ladies, welcome to the Royal Oak Show. How are you tonight?
Great. Thanks for having us.
Good, good. We're pleased to have you here. One of the questions that jumped to mind, though, earlier we had the Midals on a couple years ago. In the deep, dark, mean streets of Royal Oak, do you meet up with them in the alleys and
fight? Sometimes aerobics class.
Yeah.
Hollywood Market, bump into them in the pasta aisle, that sort of thing?
Yeah, the grocery store.
At the grocery store.
Okay, but I did see you have played the Mama-Palooza thing together, right?
Yeah,
With them?
yeah, yes.
Okay.
We're all moms.
You're all friendly people?
Yep, we're friends.
Okay.
Yep. Don't start
Hoping for
anything
some
here.
controversy
Don't
over here.
start.
No, we love them. We love the
It's all
Midals, and we're looking forward to hearing from you guys too. Now, let's, for those who aren't familiar with you, but a lot of people are, when did the Candy Band start, and how did this all come to pass?
Oh,
6 years ago, yeah.
6 years ago. Just, after we had kids and everything, I just thought kids' music is so boring, and, trying to find something to listen to, and I ended up playing like Zeppelin and the Ramones for my kids, and then I thought, well, why not take nursery rhymes and turn them into like little Ramones songs? Just play really fast and loud. And I recruited these ladies from the YWCA in Clawson, and
Yeah, she made us
She made you.
She's very,
She did.
very
persistent.
persistent.
I don't take no for an answer.
Exactly.
I had Kit Kat over for a salad, and I said, here's A, B, and C. Like, you got a drum kit? Cool, you're the drummer. And we were hanging out, and she's got a cool accent. And it's like, you want to sing? Seriously.
Yeah.
You need that driving force, though. I mean, you
Yeah.
gotta have the motivation from somewhere.
Yeah.
Now, the names. Go through the names here. Who are we? And your stage name and real name, if you like, unless you only have a stage name. I don't know.
I'm Tammy Ristow, and my stage name is Starburst because that's my favorite candy.
Okay.
I like chocolate. I'm Paula Messner, and I like Almond Joy with the coconut. And
Nice. Okay.
Okay, more chocolate, Kit Kat.
Good. Solid.
Skittles, right
Skittles.
here.
Okay. All right. Cool. And who plays what?
Drums.
Yes.
guitar,
Bass.
Singing.
Good. 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 Okay.
wow, we practiced that.
That was like,
Now, you four have a relatively diverse repertoire of past gigs, and you've played everything from libraries and car dealerships to Lollapalooza and the Vans Warped Tour.
Isn't that funny?
How do you do it? I mean, what's it like playing in front of 8 people versus 70,000 people?
Well, we haven't really played in front of 70,000.
Well,
They were there, but they were watching
weren't
us.
watching us.
They were off watching Amy Winehouse.
Yes.
Okay.
We basically will play anywhere that they ask us to play.
Yeah, that's the funny thing. People find us. Like, we are not looking for anything like that. We're not saying, ooh, we should play at a car dealership. Or, let's
do
play
wanna-
at the Warped Tour. They find us. So
We
it's
do want to play at a
basically-
prison, though.
Sure.
Play at a prison. That'd be cool. That would complete the circle.
That's going to be the live album.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, Michigan's got some beautiful places.
Yeah.
Jackson,
Absolutely.
From the UP.
And there's one here in Royal Oak. I mean, some Friday night you might
Yeah,
have.
we could play outside in the parking lot. Hey,
Right.
out there.
Drunk tank.
Fantastic. Now, I knew you'd arrived when I was driving my son to school a couple of years ago, and there on XM satellite radio was your very own rendition of the SpongeBob theme. Whose idea was that, and how did that get started?
I don't know. We just needed kind of one catchy one that we knew all the kids would know, and we did the nursery rhyme, so we figured we got to go into a little bit of the cartoonish kind of thing, and that one just. I guess our kids all watched it, right? So.
Yeah.
That's like our
The
most
kids scream
requested
along
song.
to that one when
Yeah.
we play it. They love that one.
I think it's a modern day classic.
I think
and I'm
so.
not overstating that when I say that.
Yeah.
Now, did you have like rights fees to clear with them or anything
licensed it,
like that?
yeah.
Absolutely.
Do it all official.
And then did the XM people come to you? I've often wondered, how does that work? They called you?
I think we sent CDs to them, but we have a big fan over there, Kenny Curtis, who's been
Good to us.
real good to us. Yeah, we went out to D.C. and played live for them and met everybody over there and took a tour of the monuments and
A night limo tour.
Oh, cool.
But I
Very
think
good.
initially when we sent the CD in, we tried to make them really attractive, and so we put stickers, like
Yeah.
kid stickers, all
Yeah.
over the envelope. So when it was laying on his desk with all these other envelopes, he's like, "Oh, this," and he opened it, and it was like, ah. So we
He
went,
the kids
emailed
rock
us
and roll
right
and
away
clothes.
and said, I love this. Nobody else is doing this. This is really cool. And really, he really launched us because we've had orders on our website from all over the country. I think almost every state and Canada. So
Canada.
So that has been huge for us.
Wow. Yeah, you're international. That's
Yeah.
good stuff. Now, here at the Royal Oak Show, we like to ask the hard-hitting questions. The substantive issues come to the fore, and I'd like to know the collective number of tattoos we have here.
one here.
2 here.
And I'm
3.
going to take your word for this, by the way. We can only
2 are
assume that
cover-ups,
you're
though,
going
so really I have 5, but
Really?
yeah.
So,
Oh, show off.
I'm thinking of getting
are you the Amy Winehouse wannabe?
Area. If you measure
If
area.
you go by,
I would like to go on
volume, I
record as
win.
saying I have none.
We're harassing
None.
her, but she
Yes,
won't.
and my
she won't
mother
do it.
is very happy about that because when we started the band, she took a look. It was, summer, and she's looking at the rest of the girls, and she pulls me aside and says, "You're not getting a tattoo, are you?" Of course, I'm, 40 or something, and she says that. Oh, Mom. But,
She will.
I may cave.
She will.
I love it. Unbelievable. Okay, good stuff. Back to Lollapalooza for a second. Perry Farrell, you mentioned, and he's kind of the founder of Lollapalooza. He seems kind of out there. Is he a nice guy? What's he like?
He's
Very nice.
really nice.
He's bizarre, though.
He's a sharp
He is.
dresser.
He's kind of like Prince. He reminds me of Prince. He's very kind of standoffish. He's got kind of a posse that travels around with him and
cameras.
golf carts. Yeah.
He's incredibly soft-spoken. He's an odd creature, but he's very nice. And he knew us. He recognized. He made a point to say hello to us every time we crossed paths. So it was very
Really?
nice. Yeah.
Huh. Well, that's good to hear. Because, these people, they get the public persona, and then you wonder, what's that person, really like, and all that sort of thing. So that's good to hear. I'm glad to hear that. And speaking of Washington, you also played a show called the Pancake Mountain Dance Party. What is that?
It's a local cable access show. I think they're trying to get it to spread out a little further. But it's got puppets, it's got music, all kinds of indie bands have been on there. All kinds of bands and musicians. They just take mics out into the street with this little puppet guy interviewing people and do all kinds of crazy stuff. And then they have, in their studio, they have dance parties. And we were on one of their first seasons. They have several DVDs out now on their website, and it's great. All of our kids love it. It's just a blast.
Very good. And speaking of CDs, you have 4 out
The
right
box
now?
set.
Wow, the box set. We don't have the box. I should have brought that. We're going to see if we can get a couple of these in the camera view. But now you've been on so many national outlets, from the Today Show to Good Morning America and all the rest. What do they ask you? What are some of the questions you get all the time? Is there one standard theme usually?
Why did you start the band?
Why
Why kids music?
Right.
Do your husbands like what you're doing?
Stop.
And what's your answer to that one?
Yes, they love it.
They love
And
it.
our kids, yeah,
Yes.
our kids.
The
like
kids
that.
must think it's the greatest thing in the world, right?
Yeah.
Get sick
Or
of
when
it,
they
though,
get old.
occasionally.
Yeah.
We make them sell CDs, though, at shows now.
They're getting old enough
They
to
can,
sell.
we pay them a few bucks.
Work in the merch booth.
Right.
Yeah, they
Pay 'em
make money
$5.
with it.
And I'm
They were
assuming
cheap.
if you played an elementary school versus the New Weight Bar, the set list remains the same, but
Yes.
the banter between songs is a little bit
Harsher. Yeah,
More
we're a
risque.
lot harsher at the schools.
depending on the school.
Not for
Okay.
me. I'm
Those
trying
naughty
to
kids.
keep it clean all the way through because I'm too afraid if I sneak it in once,
Right.
it's gonna slip.
That's
on
true.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Not
right.
even
I
going
know.
there.
You're absolutely right. You
not
gotta
me.
watch yourself. On your website, you also had sent a shout out to Waterford Municipal Cable. So you're really getting around.
We
there.
get around
Royal-
everywhere.
Let me say that Royal Oak Municipal Cable will squash Waterford Municipal Cable like a warm booger. Okay. And they are now on notice. Okay, because we have a rivalry at this point.
Smelling a
with them.
cable off.
But yeah, something.
In the octagon.
But I have no doubt that your exposure here on our show
This is great.
will launch you to even greater heights
And
than
good
you ever
coffee, too,
dreamed.
I gotta say.
If you think that's coffee, then I'm not sure. But you have, the website is candyband.com.
Candyband.com.
Right, and you can go there to get the CDs, obviously,
Yeah.
as well as some T-shirts. We've got
Right.
the rock, paper, scissors T-shirt for the men, right?
Yes.
We do.
I think
Fantastic.
we still have
Yeah,
some.
we still have.
And who watches the shop there? Is it one of the husbands or one of you?
That's Anita.
Okay.
We all have different duties, and we kind of rotate those. But yeah, we're definitely our own.
If you call the Candy Band, we answer the
Yes.
phone.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I see.
Hey, yeah.
You do have an official photographer, though, I saw. Is that one of the
Well, a
significant
friend of
others?
ours, yes, a friend of ours has done some work for us, Gary Malerba. He's a Royal Oak resident. So.
Okay, good. Great to hear that. Well, we are going to hear you play shortly, and the Candy Band, I would urge everyone to look into their website, go see them around town. Do you have any upcoming gigs we should know about?
the new way.
Friday the 12th.
Yeah.
Friday,
Okay.
It's
December
usually just
12th.
the once or twice a year thing that the grown-ups can come see us at a bar. So
Okay.
Then we're at Northwood Elementary School on January 9th. And
Friday night.
Adams Elementary, January 30th. And we're in Ann Arbor in April. Holland in July.
Yep, so
Holland, Michigan.
Michigan. Okay.
Yeah, we're not going.
Okay, let's clear that up.
Yeah, I wish we were going to Europe. That'd be
I
awesome.
gotta ask you though, what's the most surreal setting you played in where you just looked at each other and went, I can't believe it? Would it be Lollapalooza
Yeah,
where that was just
definitely.
mind blowing?
Yeah.
I was going to
Bands.
say the car dealership, actually. That was pretty bizarre.
Cinderella there.
Yeah, there was yeah.
Played some
No,
weird
but-
birthday parties.
I mean, Lollapalooza was the place where we really like, how did we get
I know.
there? How did that happen?
Right, unbelievable. Yeah, cool. And God, it was what, Wolf Mother, and you had Perry Farrell and
I was
Patti
on-
Smith and
Oh, God.
Jack White and the whole thing.
Yeah.
I got to stand on stage and watch Wolf Mother with Perry Farrell, and I'm in somebody's YouTube video.
Fantastic.
highlight
Very
of my
cool.
life.
All right, ladies. Well, thanks for being here. And when we come back, the Candy Band will play for us. So don't go too
Acoustically.
far. We got an acoustic set from them. Come on back. They are international, they're attractive, and they're all mommies. Would you please welcome the Candy Band?
How do you like your marshmallows? All covered in sand. Or do you like your marshmallows melted all over your hand? Or do you like your marshmallows with graham crackers and chocolate so sweet? Or do you like your marshmallows melted all over your face? I've been waiting all day for it to be tonight. I wanna sit around the campfire and take my very first bite. How do you like your marshmallows all covered in sand? Or do you like your marshmallows melted all over your hand? Or do you like your marshmallows just those big fat marshmallows and eat them lickety-split. How do you like your marshmallows? All covered in sand. Or do you like your marshmallows melted all over your hands? Or do you like your marshmallows with graham crackers and chocolate so sweet? Or do you like your marshmallows melted all over your face? Marshmallow, marshmallow, marshmallow. Marshmallow, marshmallow, marshmallow. Marshmallow, marshmallow, marshmallow. Marshmallow, marshmallow, marshmallow.
Now we're gonna have a new one, right?
Yes, we're
Brand
gonna
new
debut
song.
A new song, the Monkey Song. We're big fans of the Detroit Zoo.
And monkeys.
Yeah, I like monkeys. 1, 2, 3, go.
I've got human-like hands. Maybe yours look just like mine. I like to stand up tall. When I look into your eyes, I like a good banana and the ripe tomato too. I wanna hang with you at the Detroit Zoo. I'm an E-E-E-E-O-O, I'm a monkey. 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 Swing on a rope with me. Or maybe we run through the grass. Wanna learn to ride a motor scooter, 'cause I catch on really fast. I like a good banana and the ripe tomato too. I wanna hang with you at the Detroit Zoo. I'm an E-E-E-E-O-O, I'm a monkey. 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 Yeah, I'm an E-E-E-E-O-O, I'm a monkey. 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 I'm a monkey.
That's real serious, right?
Break something one day doing that song.
People go bananas over there.
How about an ABC song, you guys?
This is in alphabetical order. Did I just say that? 1, 2, 3, go.
A is for alligator. B is for baseball. C is for cool cats. D is for diggy dog. Put it all together, you got alligator, baseball, cool cat, diggy dog. E is for elephants. F is for French fry. G is for giggly girl. H is for happy hug. Put it all together, you got elephant, French fry, giggly girl, happy hug. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. I is for Indian. J is for jelly jam. K is for cookie kites. L is for Lincoln Log. Build a house. Put it all together, you got Indian, jelly jam, cookie cut, Lincoln Log.
unusual for us to do an acoustic set. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Chance for you today.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you very much. And that's about the sweetest sound in rock. I would have to say. All right.
Oh, shucks.
I know. We will be right back in the Royal Oak Show. Don't go away. We will be back with Mike Green, the comedian. Come on back. Welcome back to the Royal Oak Show. We now have, for your laughter, the one and only Mr. Mike Green. Mike?
So lately I've been traveling a lot, and I've been getting books on tape. That's how I pass the time. Real recently, I was in Dayton, Ohio, and the book that I wanted on tape was $38. And I thought, I'm not going to spend $38 to have somebody read me a book, because that's dumb. The same book in paperback was $4, so I thought, man, I'm just being lazy. So I buy the paperback, and I'm driving downtown Dayton, and I see a guy holding a sign that said, "We'll work for food," right? So I start thinking, I'm like, I'll buy him a couple Big Macs, put him in the back seat, have him read me the book. Which I know, it sounds good in theory, but 6 hours later, he's still on chapter 2. My ex-wife and I have a little boy together, and I didn't know what that entails. And she got a book called What to Expect When You're Expecting, that's a scary book. It's written by Stephen King. In the 6th sentence, 6th chapter, 6th paragraph, this is a direct quote. It said, in the 3rd trimester, you could expect some hormonal changes that may again result in mood swings, which when I read that, I thought, that doesn't sound too bad. Let me tell you what that means in real life. For 3 months, she was mad at me for everything I had ever said or even planned to say. And all of that being said, I'm going to tell a story. At the time I was working in Chicago, then I lived in Royal Oak, which is right there. You have to love that. Like, we have terrible weather, but we have a map of us all the time. So, which is dumb. Like, people from Italy don't go, "I live right here." Like, you know. Anyway, so I drove home all night. I got home at 5:30 in the morning. I want to preface this part of the story by saying ordinarily my ex-wife wasn't mean, but she was in the middle of a hormonal mood swing, and I didn't know. So I fell asleep at 5:30. While I was sleeping, she got up and started to get ready for her day. And then I found out something imperative about being married, and that's this. You don't even have to be awake for women to get mad at you. And by 6:15, she was fed up with my crap, so she decided that she was going to wake me up and tell me what a jerk I was being. And I don't care that she woke me up. It was more how she woke me up. She woke me up by poking me in the head. And not tapping me like poke. And I look up at her. She's visibly upset and shaking, and she looked like she might even start to cry. So right away in my head, I'm like, don't laugh, you know. And then with her finger in my face, she swore, and she said, "How do you want your eggs?" And I was like, "Later, crabby butt," which is that's the wrong answer, but that's 10 times better than my initial thought, because I'm a comedian. I filtered my thoughts. When she said, "How do you want your eggs?" I was like, apparently unfertilized. I didn't say that. She ran across the house and locked herself in the bathroom, and I knocked on the door to see if I could help her, and I could hear her in there. She was like, "Red rum, red rum." "Danny isn't here, Mrs. Torrance." Anyway, so let me digress for a minute. She was mad at me because she had lost her mascara. It had rolled off the counter in the bathroom into the garbage, we later found out. Apparently, while I was in Chicago, I was in charge of mascara, but no one had told me. So now, I'm helping her look for it, but I don't have the nerve to tell her that I don't know what mascara is. But I can't tell her that, because she would be like, "Nothing I have matters to you, and everything important to me isn't important to you, and why don't we have more in common?" And I don't want to wake up in the basement with her standing over me going, "It puts a lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again." Silence of the Lambs. So instead, I decided I was going to look for the mascara, pretend that I knew what it was, and hope that she found it. 20 minutes into looking, I saw what I thought was the mascara, but it was not. I made a critical mistake, because I go, "Here it is," but it was the clippy eye thing with the eyelash curler, which she said, "That's my eyelash curler." And I go, "What does that do?" And she goes, "It makes my eyelash look longer. You're just stupid." And I said, the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. So in order to make them look longer, you would need an eyelash straightener. Maybe you're stupid. And I told you we're divorced. So, all right, I'll let you. Thanks. Thanks, dude.
Good stuff. Very, very good. You make me nervous about being married. You understand that, right?
I know.
Okay, good. I'm married, and I'm. But I know what you're saying.
Are you newly married?
No, 17 years, yeah.
Oh yeah, that doesn't count, sure.
Pretty much, but now you're married now again, right?
Remarried, yep.
Okay, you took the dive again. Okay, what's that going on?
I love that. We don't fight. Well, we only fought one time, and we've been together for let me get this right, 4 years, and we only fought one time. It was when the Tigers were playing the Yankees in the playoffs, and I'm a huge sports fan, and the Tigers were winning, and she said, she was doing laundry. She said, honey, will you put the load of laundry that's in the washer in the dryer and bring up the load that is in the dryer? So I said, could I wait till commercial? And then from the kitchen, I heard this sound. Women, that means, hell no, get down there. And so I went, and I got downstairs, and I put the load of laundry that was in the washer in the dryer, and I brought up the load that was in the dryer. She was folding clothes at the table, so I set them down, and I went back to watch a game, and she goes, aren't you going to help me fold these? And I go, like that, and I ran. But before my butt hit the couch, women can get you. They have this thing where they can make a plan so devious that you cannot escape it. And so she said, honey, did you put the load of laundry, did you remember to empty the lint trap when you were down there? That's what she said. And I go, yeah, I emptied it. And in my head, I'm thinking, I'm taking it to my grave. I'm not telling her. And so 40 minutes later, she went downstairs. She came back up, and she stood right in front of the TV. And so I tried a man sound. I was like, the please move sound, but that did not work. And so she said, why did you lie to me about emptying the lint trap? And I go, I didn't. And she goes, you did. And I go, no, I didn't. And she goes, you know what she had with her? The lint. She proceeded to give me a seminar about how it's 2 different layers and 2 different colors and I'm like, fine, holy crap, I didn't know you worked for CSI Lint Division. I should have said, this is lint trapment. I plead lint sanity.
Oh, man. Okay, well, now you're local. You're from Roseville, right?
Yep.
Okay. And
originally I grew up in Roseville,
okay.
And then went to Fraser High School, and I've lived in Royal Oak, I lived in Troy, and now Warren. I live in Warren.
Okay,
yeah.
That's cool. And you've been playing at Mark Ridley's for a while, right? 23
years. I started 23 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
And when did you say you're going to be back there?
I'm there New Year's Eve,
okay.
Which is kind of a big deal. I get to headline New Year's Eve.
That's
it's like my
gig.
first time ever headlining New Year's Eve.
Fantastic.
And then the Friday, Saturday that follow. So the second and third that follow, there's 2 shows a night on Friday and Saturday.
So you played Ridley's 24 years ago, and you're still playing Ridley's. Yeah. You've really come a long way.
I know, man. My career's on a rocket.
I am impressed by that.
And I get to do a show like this.
I'm
just serious.
You're bottoming out by the second, dude. Okay. No, I'm impressed. That's a nice little roll of gigs. And you've worked with some pretty well-known folks yourself, too.
Oh, yeah. I work with Seinfeld, Tim Allen, Ellen DeGeneres, everybody. Brad Garrett, he's the brother on
the big
Raymond.
Guy. Funny man.
I've worked with, so many people that I forget. Dave Coulier, who's a local guy, I worked with him, and everybody.
Yeah. Right, man. That's very, very good. Now, are you as big a fan of this weather as we all are?
I love the winter, but other people do not get it. Like, I was in Houston. I talk about the weather in my act, and I was in Houston. I tried to explain to them how cold it gets here, and they don't get it. I go, sometimes it gets so cold that we don't even use temperature. And they believed me. They were like, really? I'm like, whatever, goober. And then I heard a guy in front say to his friend, I was wondering what happened after 0. Whatever. I just hate, I'm mad about how I get mad when they change the weather. The weathermen can go, it's 10 degrees, but with the wind chill factor, it's 1 below. And in the summer, they can go, it's 80 degrees, but with the heat index is 91. You can't just change stuff. What kind of job is that? Like, I have things in my life I was married before, I told you that, and my ex-wife was really pretty, but my friends won't let it go. They're like, God, dude, why'd you split up with her? She was so hot looking, she was a 10. And she was a 10, but with the mother-in-law index, she was a 2. It would be awesome if you start work at like 8:30 and your boss calls you and they're like, Mike, where are you? It's 8:30 or it's like 10:30. Say you're late and you go, hey, it might be 10:30 there. With the hangover factor, it's still 5:30 here.
Oh man, very, very good. I'm gonna have to use that. I like it. I like it a lot. And now I'm gonna tout you for a moment here. You won the Las Vegas Comedy Festival.
Yeah.
And you were Best in Fest at the New York Comedy Expo in the same year.
Same year. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
Last year it was a great year. I got very lucky. I got fortunate because in the contests that they have, they draw numbers. And if you're 10th sometimes and you have to go up after 9 guys who are very funny, I mean, I got lucky. I got some good numbers and did good.
Very
I was
good.
lucky,
Well,
yeah.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Everybody go on out to see Mike here at the Comedy Castle New Year's Eve and again in early January. And thank you very much for being here on the Royal Oak Show.
Thanks for having me.
And we will see you again.
Thanks,
all right.
brother.
Thank you very much for watching the Royal Oak Show. I want to thank all of our guests, comedian Mike Green, Mr. Seley, and of course, the Candy Band. Join us again on the next Royal Oak Show. We'll see you then.